This program contains content that may not be suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ruzungu kale kazuku tujikole sawa namba ruzungu.
Ruzungu tugenda muza kujjere kutoka nto ndimbuzi ndi hapo ala bora babaddi abakyala
wale somoyo manyembuto katonda ya chembuto genda weji waminge
yabaweereza buno bukeeke obutini
singa babu mutwale bamusonseka mukamwa bwonna n'abufulumiza mu nnyindo
kibwa ina guno omuggo gwa Musa white premium detergent
waliwo wanagambye munda y'akasajja kasendi kalimba bannange esendi bannange. Yes, welcome to yet another edition of Kasuku Live. Olunaku olwaleero we are joined by my Gaina friend. Kasuku. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Soka obuuze ku bantu abatulaba n'abatobooza obeeyanjulire.
Yes.
Then we kick it off from there.
Yeah. Welcome to this episode of another session with Kasuku.
Yeah.
My name is Dr. Kasuku.
And you used to talking to doctors.
Yeah. So I'm Dr. ELADU Emmanuel. I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist. I'm also into fertility and reproductive stuff for people who are trying to conceive and all that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
With my good friend Kasuku. Last time you squeezed me.
The people told you, how did it go?
You guys are like, how did you were Kasuku?
Yes.
How did you dodge his? I said Kasuku.
No, but okay. Anyway, people expect certain things, so maybe they may not be coming every day. So once in a while, we choose to be like this. So today we are going to talk antenatal.
Yes, sir.
And I know very many people now will be asking, wow, how does Kasuku end up talking antenatal with the doctor? So what's, when someone hears the word antenatal, what exactly is it? What does it mean? What does it involve?
Yeah. Ante, natal, those are two words actually. Ante is before, then natal is delivery.
Yeah.
So antenatal is the care that is offered by the health workers to a pregnant mother.
Yeah.
So it's a journey that you take with not just the mother, but with the couple, with the family, until the point of giving birth. Then after giving birth, the word is postnatal.
Postnatal.
That is now care after.
But you also do that as doctors, or it's for the nurses?
No, ideally, every mother who has delivered has to be followed up for about six weeks to about 6 months after childbirth.
Oh.
But it also depends on if she had complications. If she had problems, then the follow-up is very close. If everything was okay and she delivered normally, then the follow-up is not very intense. But there are visits that mother must make to hospital. Majority of women, after the baby is out, that's it. But also majority of husbands do not care so much for the woman after birth. They assume everything is okay, and yet there could be some things that actually go wrong. Yeah.
So antenatal entails what? Like the whole
The whole
there's
package. Or,
so when the person comes to you to do antenatal, what happens?
So first is that when actually there's even care before someone gives birth. So the idea is before someone delivers, they're supposed to, or before they conceive, they're supposed to come to hospital and discuss with the doctor and say, my name is Kasuku, this is my wife, we are planning to conceive. What are the things we should do to make sure that the pregnancy goes successfully before even getting pregnant?
Yes.
Unfortunately, in our population, most people realize they're pregnant when it is too late.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you go to Europe and all these countries, they have what we call preconception care, before pregnancy care. Okay, and it's very common, of course, for people who have had miscarriages before, people who had problems, had pressure, and so they want to make sure, pregnancy, this
is the right time.
This is the right time, and are they ready for it? Is the body ready? Can they be on some medication so that the pregnancy goes well?
So people, their bodies are not ready.
Yeah, there are people who actually have problems. For example, what about right now? Pressure, hypertension. If you have hypertension, no funorubuto, it is possible that the pressure can affect the pregnancy and you end up getting a miscarriage. If you have sukari, it's not controlled, no funorubuto, it's possible that you'll get complications. You get it. There are people who have heart problems. Okay. Now, if that person conceives, that heart problem can get worse.
Oh,
you get it? Yes. So there are people who are sicklers and they want to get pregnant. You get it? Or they are carriers and they want to have a child.
So you do those tests?
Yes. So you are actually, when you come for preconception care, the doctor or the midwife or whoever is dealing with you is supposed to find out what is your medical history, what is the medical history of your partner. Okay, are there things that can make that pregnancy complicated? Then after they have found out those things, they
advise you.
They advise us.
Omuntu nga sickle ina sickle cell asobola okwegatta n'omuntu atamuyina ne bazaala bulungi.
Yes.
So the problem is sickler to sickler.
Yes. So of course, if it's sickler to sickler, they're high. It's almost 100% that the children you have are going to be sicklers. You get it. But if you're a sickler and the other person has done that sickle cell test, ali normal, the most you can get is a carrier, babies who are carriers. Now, if the other person is also a carrier, then the higher chances into so wafuna mwana ali carrier or ali sickler, you get it. So it's very important that you actually you consult before. The tests are done before. Tests are done before, then the care is actually provided. So that by the time you get pregnant, your chance of getting problems are reduced. In fact, the reason why we do antenatal is to make sure the woman and the baby do not get complications. The assumption for many people is that if I'm pregnant, everything is okay. For example, I had a patient who she was pregnant for the 5th time. Of course, she knows everything. So she never went for antenatal.
I've been here.
I've been there before, 4 times. So she doesn't go for antenatal. She comes in to deliver. She comes in for antenatal, she's almost giving birth. You find out, did you ever take any medicines, folic acid and all that? And she said, no, I've never taken. By the time we go and do tests, we found out that the baby has issues. The head has not formed well, the stomach has not formed well. You get it? So if that person had started antenatal early, then you could prevent such complications from happening. So there is care before getting pregnant. Then there is antenatal care. Antenatal care is focusing on the period of pregnancy, preventing complications and ensuring that the mother has a successful pregnancy and the baby is healthy. Then there's postnatal care.
So the Bagandas have a part to say namukubo mukono. Which part is that?
That is usually the part of giving birth.
Is that so? Yes.
So, if I've got your question right, when someone is in labor, we need to examine that mother. we need to check to see that this mother is progressing well or not. Now, what is progress if someone is in labor? The progress is normally in terms of the centimeters. The centimeters of the cervix, omwagwanabana, has to keep opening until it reaches 10 centimeters.
For the baby to
come out. So we can only confirm that that person has given, that person is progressing. Mukono.
Okay.
So the kukubo mukono is basically examining
to know
the opening of the cervix.
Wow.
Now, you had asked me about what does antenatal entail. So first, it entails there are tests that we do for the couple. Okay. So when a mother comes for antenatal, we normally recommend about a minimum of 8 antenatal visits. Minimum 8. The first 3 months you should have a visit. Then from that point, the person comes to hospital buli mwezi until they're about 34 weeks. Then from that point onwards, she comes every 2 weeks until she gives birth. Okay? So the number of visits are very important. Minimum of 8. If you have less than 8 visits, your chance of getting complications are high. Because it means the doctors cannot find out bulungi. They cannot find out on time what the problem is. Okay? Number 2 is that when you come for your first antenatal visit, most likely you come as a couple. There are tests that we do. Okay? That means in the first 3 months you've come for the first antenatal visit. We want to do a scan to know how many weeks is the pregnancy. That will help. That first scan you do is very, very helpful. It will show us the number of babies you have. Are they 2? Are they 3? Are they 4? It will show us the location of the baby. Okay? You've heard of ectopic pregnancies. Those are pregnancies that grow out of the navana.
Yeah.
Over in the ovary and all that. The first scan that you do is helpful to show where the baby is.
Yeah.
Number 3, it is the first scan you do shows if the baby is alive. Or there is no heartbeat. Okay. So that's one of the first tests. The other tests that we do for the first visit are infection screening. There are diseases, Kasuku, that can be transmitted from the mother to the baby. But there are also diseases that can be transmitted from husband to wife and from wife to the baby. For example, HIV. Syphilis. I don't know if syphilis covers Congo or something. But syphilis, and then there is hepatitis B. Those 3 tests are very important for you to do as a couple. Okay? Because if the mother has, then you want to protect the baby.
Yeah.
Now, if the husband has, then you want to treat so that the woman does not get the infection and the baby doesn't get the infection. The 4th test is the blood group. We want to know what is the blood group of the father, what's the blood group of the mother. Okay? Because there are certain blood groups, especially if the woman is blood group negative. O negative, A negative, B. But as long as the mother is negative, I know funa a very special injection. Anti-D. Anti-D. If that mother does not get that injection, the subsequent pregnancies, she may easily get miscarriages. So that's why she has to get that injection at 7 months and within 3 days after giving birth. So you can only give that injection ngomanyi blood group negative. Number 5, we need to know how much blood does the mother have. Okay? Why? Because the demand of the resources are high when someone is pregnant. You're sharing the same resources with the baby who's growing. So your blood levels are likely to drop as you stay pregnant. But also at the time of giving birth, you are likely to bleed. Kati, if your blood levels are low and you bleed, you can easily die. Get it?
That's true.
So we know manya blood level y'omuntu. Number 6, we need to check for infection, urine infections, because they are very common in pregnancy. They can cause miscarriages. Number 7, we know kebera sukari. and finally malaria test. Now, if you have not checked for sickle cell before getting pregnant, sometimes we check it during pregnancy. At the first visit. So those tests must be done. And usually for people out there are people, most women go to their husband, never go, do you know this test? And some men don't understand. But those tests are very important because they protect the mother and the baby. Okay? At the end of the antenatal journey, I keep telling my patients, we want 2 outcomes. And the mother. You get it? That is the outcome of the antenatal. If you lose a baby, it's not a good thing. You get it? You have suffered 9 months.
9 months.
Or if you lose a mother, it's not something that.
But antenatal or what do you get the husband, the what? Does the husband really have to come?
Yes.
I know bow because most men say, that's a woman thing. I give the money, let her go and
Kasuku.
First the music.
Doesn't pregnancy affect the husband?
How does it affect the husband?
Okay, maybe it doesn't. Okay, yeah, financially, yes. But every time umchala tali bulungi, don't you get concerned?
You do.
You get it, eh?
You do.
Agamba, amavumba, bicho, ruto. You as a husband, you don't know what to do. You're psychologically affected. When she says, I don't want to eat this, you don't know how to handle. Do you know there are men who don't sleep in their beds because of the pregnancy? The woman tells the husband, you're not sleeping in this bed. Or there are some women who tell their men, oh, nyabubi. Stop using that perfume, and yet she's unable for you. So there are men who go through a lot of things during pregnancy. Now, of course, for us men, we end up thinking into netaga saint, I need just money. But it is more than money. But the other reason I usually tell men is that a man who is knowledgeable is so helpful to the woman. Because if the woman is behaving a certain way, you may think Ainaka Janja. You get it?
Yet it's
just the hormones of the pregnancy that are pregnancy. And you cannot know that if you don't come for antenatal. There are questions you have and you don't know who to ask. You go to the bar or you go and ask your friend, even if he doesn't know, but he will tell you what he did. Say, I said, or your namukuba. You get it.
Then you come and beat your wife. Yet why don't they explain to you that the mood changes, maybe up to this, okay?
Yeah, you get it.
So men, you need to come.
So it's very important for the men to accompany the wives for the antenatal because it's at the antenatal point where you get facts. You can go to TikTok, you can go to Google, but how much information are you going to sieve to know that this is a fact, this is a rumor, this is an opinion? How much? But when you come to hospital, there you get the facts. You can even ask. There are women who deny their husband sex because they think that the baby is going to be affected. There are men who don't touch their wives during pregnancy. So, but when you come to hospital and the doctor tells you, Kakati, go ahead and do it. Yeah?
You know, actually, there's another question that's related to that. There's a couple we met in hospital one time and they're saying the woman was bleeding or what, and speculation was ripe, although eventually we heard of it. And they're telling the man, you're overdoing it. Maybe don't go so deep. These things are really true.
So there are women whom we tell not to have sex when they're pregnant, especially if the placenta is semede kumpi nechi no mwagwana bana. So if the placenta is near the cervix or if it is covering the cervix, such men or such couples, we tell them, do not engage sexually. Because any form of physical activity that includes sex may easily trigger bleeding. You get it? Now, such a couple, we tell them, first stop.
Wait.
Because bleeding in pregnancy is harmful to the baby and to the mother. You get it?
I don't.
But you can't know that if you've not come for antenatal. You get it? Or if they have not, the doctor has not explained that to you. But for us as doctors, we encourage pregnant women to have intercourse. And men should not be denied the sex during the pregnancy. And if the men are out there and they're afraid, please do not be afraid. Sex is very, very safe and encouraged during pregnancy.
Unless advised.
Unless advised medically. Sometimes it becomes difficult. Of course, there are certain positions we say, Kakati, you need to tone down. Too much gymnastics. Okay?
I want to add some things, but let's go on. So you tell them certain styles, don't do them.
Certain positions may not, because, for example, if you're lying on top of a woman who has 8 months of pregnancy, how is she going to breathe?
I know.
Or if she's on the back, eventually she's not going to breathe well The next thing, someone is unconscious. What are you going to do? You get it? So those are things that we're able to discuss and then advise the couples accordingly
On what to do.
on what to do.
Now, there has been a growing concern about the C-section in Uganda. People are saying doctors are now after the money. They ask you to push once or twice, you fail. They say we are now chopping you. Do you believe it's okay? Well, you will not tell me if it's about
I will.
the money. But do you believe women can't really push?
So,
Like the growing number of women who can't push.
one, to answer that question, I'll break it down into two things. One, delivery. Were there more women dying before than they are dying now during childbirth? Yes. More women were dying before than they are dying now. If you look at what we call the maternal mortality rate, it has reduced so much that we have fewer women dying than they were dying 5 years or 10 years ago. Okay? And partly that is attributed to how these mothers are giving birth. Okay? Number two, are there more babies dying now than before? That's not true.
That's not true.
Because there are fewer babies dying because of the interventions that are being done. All right? In the past, if the baby gets tired and you can't push, you're going to lose the baby.
Yeah.
But now the baby is tired, you can't push, bagenda kulongosa. So that they save the baby. So to answer your question, giving birth has got two forms. One, normal delivery,
Where you push.
where you push the baby. And one C-section. There are more women world over giving birth normally than via C-section.
Really?
Over 70% of women, Kasuku statistics are there, 60 to 70% of women give birth vaginally. Only about 20 to 30% of women give birth through C-section. So that's the second thing.
Yeah.
But there are more women giving birth vaginally than C-section.
Yeah.
Now, do we want women to give birth vaginally? Yes. Because giving birth vaginally comes with fewer complications, comes with quicker recovery, comes with less costs. Okay? So if there is an opportunity for a mother
To push.
to push, give it to that mother.
Yeah.
There are women who these days come and ask for C-section.
They're like me, I want to push.
They will tell you, doctor, I have understood naye nze sagala.
Kusindika.
Njagala C-section. Again, as doctors, we are supposed to educate these mothers and tell them, why do you want to have a C-section? Because many people think a C-section is a very simple thing. To ogenda just mu theater and offer a C-section and you come out. C-section has more complications. You end up, the bleeding that comes with C-section is more compared to normal delivery. The recovery time is longer for C-section. And the costs are more for C-section. You get it? So if at all there is a need for this mother to push, please encourage these mothers to push. There is a shift in where in the US and all that patients have rights.
Yeah.
And these days is what we call C-section because the mother has asked for it. So if a patient comes and says, Dr. ELADU, njagala C-section, I am supposed to educate this mother and tell her, please, ABCD, normal delivery is C-section. Do not opt for C-section. But if the mother insists, nagamba nedda, I have understood, I still want a C-section, and I'm ready for the complications of C-section, you make that mother to sign.
Yeah.
Then you do a
C-section.
You get it. But it comes, she has understood. And I can tell you many mothers, when you discourage them and they go ahead, they push their babies and they'll come and thank you and say, thank you very much. I didn't know. But also many people there are out scaring mothers because you went through a difficult time during labor. You assume that everyone else is going to suffer.
It's going to go through the same.
And yet we have epidural. You've heard of epidural?
No.
Painless labor.
Hey. By pushing.
Hey.
Wow.
So you are there, you don't go through pain, but you are able to push your baby. You get it? So the epidural exists. Wow. So a woman will tell you, doctor, I don't want pain. That person, you discuss with them, you give them the option of epidural, they give them an epidural injection. And she's there reading newspapers, Alimu TikTok, and the contractions are there. When it is time to push, we ask the mother to push. It again work.
So this pushing C-section and normal,
Yes.
which one allows sex faster after giving birth?
So, for all pregnant, I knew you're going to go there, but it depends. First, it depends on the recovery. Someone can actually push nafuna a very bad tear after pushing. Okay. Now, if a person gets a bad tear after pushing, you want to delay resuming sex until the person has recovered. Okay.
Yeah.
Vice versa, there are people who delay to heal with C-sections, but on average, both for C-section and normal delivery, within 4 to 6 weeks, as long as the woman feels ready, she can resume with sex. Kasuku, Chichi.
4 to 6 weeks. That's
Yes.
like 2 months.
4 weeks is a month.
Yeah, that's a month. But then the other one is 2 months.
6 weeks is 1.5 months.
Literally 2 months. So let me see, 2 months. It's a bit tight.
Kasuku, you mean you cannot wait for 2 months?
2 months is a bit tight.
You know, but you see,
Most men say it's a bit tight. They need to.
Kasuku, how are you resuming sex when someone is in pain? Now, I have also had women who have recovered within 2-3 weeks, and then they will call you and tell you, or the husband will call and say, "But doctor, you told us that we wait for 4 weeks, but the woman is on my case. She feels like she's ready." You get it, eh? Those ones are also there.
Oh.
You get it, eh? So mostly we rely on how ready the woman
feels.
Yes.
Or is.
If she feels she's ready to resume after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, well and good. But medically, we would advise that person, because healing takes about 2 to 4 weeks. Whether it is a 1C, whether it is a C-section, about 2 to 4 weeks. So give that person time, Kasuku,
To heal.
To heal.
Faraday.
Yes.
So me, I'm representing the views of the men. They're the ones who are saying these things. Lastly, now, this breast milk, is a man allowed to drink?
Kasuku, no. That milk is for the baby.
For the baby. So there are no nutrients for the man.
The breast milk has nutrients.
So okay, so does the man, Kati, like if I took it, do I get some nutrients from it?
You will get nutrients, but those nutrients are better for the baby.
For the baby.
Because for you have other options of those nutrients.
Oh.
Now you only one other options. They haven't yet started eating solid food.
Because some men say, now, this same guy or baby, I'm going to look after until he's 20. So just small
Little
milk,
milk.
yes, you know. Is going to be the death, the cause of how his death. So I just wanted to know, have you tested breast milk before? Like, I just want to know, what does it taste
when
like?
I was a baby, I tested.
Oh,
when
do you still remember what it tasted like?
I don't remember how it tastes. Have you tested?
No, I've not. That's why I was asking you.
Hey.
Yeah, what it feels like, because
But it must feel like cow milk. The fresh one.
oh wow, I didn't know. I think I'll try it out one of those days.
That's so cool.
When I get
allow the baby to
no, because now that it has come into public domain, people will want to know. Did you try it? How
But,
did it
but I
taste?
know there are men out there who have tried breast milk. The men actually who deny even the baby to breastfeed until they feel like they are sorted. Yeah, but that breast milk is reserved for the baby. That baby is not eating food. He's not drinking water.
Okay.
So if we can allow the baby to really benefit from the milk, why not?
The breast milk feels like EO for a grown up.
Really?
Yeah, it feels like EO.
Do you know how many men are breastfeeding?
Men, like no, okay, like not this, like the real milk.
Yes.
Wow.
We keep during our discharges, when after the woman has given birth and we're talking to the men, we tell them, look guys, or even the mothers themselves come and tell us, the man is on my case. The man is not leaving the milk. Which is not right. So please, men out there, allow the babies to benefit from this milk.
Well, that advice to
Allow the baby.
well.
Yeah. But so the 8 visits are very necessary for the mother, so that we're able to get to really monitor the mother properly. So it's very important that the men are able to also come, but also it's very important for the men to ask questions. Most times I see when the men come for antenatal, they sit outside. Tebagenda munda, right?
And I think the women don't want us to go in.
No, not really. I think as a man, when you escort your wife for antenatal, don't sit at the reception. Go inside.
And see.
Yes. Go inside and ask questions. Go inside. And because you see, during the antenatal visit, we also check the baby. We listen to the baby. For example, most babies start hearing or picking sound waves or sound by around 5 months. So we tell the man, that could be the time for you to start speaking to your baby. Ngali munda murubuto. You can actually speak, and then the baby gets used to your voice. Do you know when a mother carries a baby, most babies are able to notice this is my mother without even seeing, because they hear the voice of the mother and they know that I have known this voice before. Or they can feel the heartbeat of the mother, and they can remember the heartbeat of the mother. So even the men speaking to the babies, for those who are prayerful, praying for the babies and all that, it's very important. But offering a positive support during the journey of antenatal gives better outcomes. Most women who get depressed after childbirth are because of lack of enough input from the partners.
Support. Understand.
So most times we think that we just need the money. We need to inject money. But also, there is knowledge that a man picks from the antenatal. For example, when you asked me about C-section, there are men who believe that their wives should never have C-sections.
At all.
At all. They will tell you, in our family,
we push.
My mother pushed 8 children.
There are also those who say, for me, I don't have money for C-section.
That's why...
Push it.
That's why it's important. It's a very important part of planning during antenatal. You go to the hospital where you can afford. Don't go to a hospital you can't afford. Because if the hospital is saying that the cost of giving birth normally is 2 million shillings, and the cost of giving birth via C-section is 3 million shillings, prepare for the worst. Keep it aside, so that if she is able to have a normal delivery,
well and good.
Now, if you only prepare for normal delivery and the problem comes in, then you'll be the number one person saying, Neda, in our family, we all push. It is the money which is the problem.
Which is the problem.
Yeah, so all that preparation happens during the time of antenatal.
Antenatal nayo erikembozi nene. But yeah, we've given you briefly something. But the most important message, I think, men, please move with your ladies to antenatal. I know sometimes you get caught up and you can't be there, but when you can, it is highly advisable you are there. Sometimes men ask questions when the baby is out. And you would have gotten all those answers. Sometimes you will send in the money and they fear telling you it was not enough. You miss something. Because, well, you
can't understand.
So sometimes when you come around, minus the fact that you're giving her that moral support and, you get to know so many other things, as they unfold, and you prepare for the best or for the worst, as you continue. So Dr. Emma is always here at TMR, Golden Living Specialized Clinic. You can always pass by TMR Hospital here in Nadia, ask more questions. He actually has a YouTube channel. It's called?
Dr. ELADU Emmanuel.
Dr. ELADU Emmanuel.
Yes.
You can go and check it out. Then, do you have like an email? People can write to you.
Just my name, ELADU Emmanuel @gmail.com.
ELADU Emmanuel @gmail.com. Then you can forward most of your answers there. Your questions there. Remember, TMR has an app. It's called the TMR Golden Living app. You can always go there, book appointments with doctors. The doctors can actually even come to your home. You can get, we have a team that can come and do tests at your home. You get the results there and even deliver the drugs to your home. But then they can also pick you in case of emergencies. So you can also go to the TMR Golden Living app. You download it. And things happen. So I'll talk to Dr. Emma ELADU.
Yeah.
And in a minute, he'll be with you. Yes, hi, I saw you talking with Kasuku. You said this and this and this. And this is very important for women. You may not be able to come here physically, but you need to keep asking these questions. Like he has said, it begins even before. Before you have sex, you come. Or you can look at your partner. You just to be sure. Come check, is the person in sickle cell? There's so many diseases in there that may be, and even to know the blood group. You could be O and is O, not the chinja cola. But you take it there. So then from there, they tell you chill. But that also includes actually even sperm count.
Yeah. Actually, now there are people who have been together and haven't got pregnant before.
Yes.
So those ones, we can take them through tests and find out what best can you do to actually get pregnant. You get it. So all that is done before.
What do you know about family planning?
Yes.
For women.
Yes.
There's a friend of mine thought for like 7 years. Ngagezako nnonya mwana ne mukyala we. Kumba omukyala ali ku family planning tayogera. But the good thing with the guy, us being the guys we are, we advised him after 3 years, you should get some chana, you try giving birth. So he had like 3 kids.
And yet this one?
From one woman, and this one didn't know. So when the truth came out, yes, it shocked the man, but he was like, okay, well. So he just changed.
Switch to
the office of Mrs. Him moved from her, who moved out, to the one who had the children. So the office had a new occupant. You get it? So sometimes you need to come and check. Sometimes you may think the problem is with you.
When you don't have
family.
You may find some have even tied their tubes.
Exactly.
Or even they have removed the womb. Or you may find that the man himself, yafuna vasectomy.
Exactly.
You don't know. So it's very important to come early before.
So come by. Yeah, and we see how things work. For now, we are going to stop here. Bye.
Bye.
The views expressed on Kasuku Live do not reflect those of the hosts, producers, or management. They are solely of individuals providing them and do not represent or reflect the official policy or position of this YouTube channel.
Luzungu kade Kasuku tujikole sawa namba Luzungu.
Luzungu tugenda
musale kujere kutoka ntoko ndimbuzi ndekuno
ababura babaddi abakyala
wale somuyomba inyembuto katonda ya chembuto genda wedi waminge
yabaweereza buno bukeeke obutini
singa babu mutwale bamusonseka mukamwa bwonna n'abufulumiza mu nnyindo
kibwa alina guno omugo gwa Musa wayitista premium detergent
waliwo banagambye ebola y'akasajja kasendi kalimba bannange esendi bannaye